sounds like 2 count. Everybody, it's time for the show. 2 count, we about that go. Best in the Midwest, and we up next. Go and ring the bell, rest, cause here we go. Comedy meets wrestling. Yeah, we doing our own thing. Squared circle and a microphone. 2 count on everything. Can you smell what we're cooking now? Other shows, they ain't got that style profile. And while we strut, arm raised with 2 fingers up. JR, Big Ace, Tommy 2, they something else. This show be dynamite. Next level, top shelf. I'm like, ah. Welcome to the show. 2 count. Welcome to the show.
Hey, it's Tuesday. You know what that means. Well, I think I stole that from somebody. But anyway, happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope that if you're in the Midwest, you got through the storms last night. They were pretty wicked. But we have a fantastic show for you coming up tonight. We have a very cool guest. We met him in the
hang on. Just real quick before we get going, because, again, the theme song is done by our great friends, Nerd D and DJ Hayes. I went up Friday night for the big Chunkadelic album release party show for Nerd D. And let me tell you guys, you both missed out. Whatever you were doing sucked in comparison to what went on at the Fillmore that night, because what a fucking show. Amazing. Big props to Nerd D, to the band, to DJ Hayes, but also a little bit of a surprise. Someone crashed the damn party. You may have seen this, but a Mr. Williams decided to crash the frickin' concert like 2-3 songs in. And as of right now, there is a challenge on the table for either the Bauhaus show or the Mall of America show for Nerd D to show up and get a one-on-one lesson.
Oh my!
Williams. It's a bold thing for Mr. Williams to be throwing out challenges to Nerd D, but good for him. Good for him.
Holy cow.
But big shout out to them, man! Congratulations on a big show. The album's great. If you guys haven't listened to it, check it out. We love Nerd D. We love DJ Hayes. We love the whole band. Everybody. Openers were great. So before we get on with the show, just had to do that, man, because we're fortunate we got a kick-ass theme song.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think you got to hear it, Ace. So I had how I love the AI. I had the AI do one for Whitney and I, but it was the same. In essence, it was the same song, but it was in a different style. But it dropped you and Tom out. So it was awesome. Whitney's not here, of course, so she's dead.
Whitney's dead
again.
The child.
Anyway, one more time for Whitney. So
whatever. Anyway, go ahead, Tom. Go ahead.
I was going to say, can we move on to the actual highlight of the show tonight?
That's what I was going to say, baby. Go ahead.
Our featured guest, the one of a kind, the one and only. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Steven Person right here.
Yes. I'm going to move him up there.
Oh, I'm live. Oh, hello.
What is this?
Hello.
There, now we're talking.
Every time I do these, I feel like I should be Kim Jong-un from Team America. Just be like, hello. I don't know why. It always pops in my head. I don't know. It's just me.
God. I don't want to like
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
First of all, everybody, we met this fine wrestler and entertainer. Yes. We met this man first on the Jericho Cruise.
Yep.
And man, first of all, what a great place to meet anybody, right? But just unbelievable. And he's down and he's right. Well, first of all, and I just want to say, I mean, because I don't want to be douchey.
Well,
but that mustache looks a little odd.
Yes, it is real. Thank you. It is 100% real. Thank you.
What?
It is 100%. Yes, it is real. Thank you. It's real. It is a real mustache. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you two? All right? Steven
Do
Person
the Kim Jong thing again, real close. Get up real close there again.
Hello.
It looks real to me. It's great.
You pick up my balls, Tom Brits.
I mean,
yeah. It's a great looking mustache. JR, what the hell is your problem, man?
I didn't have a problem.
I'm-
I'm curious. That's all.
I've
Listen,
heard you.
JR, I've learned something.
There's a great wiggle to it. See?
Exactly. It
Being
gets upset.
yeah.
It's like a rattlesnake when it rouses its tail. It's just see. You're lucky you're not here. Also,
It's like a Snidely Whiplash mustache to me.
I'm at an undisclosed location right now because right now some people are looking for me right now. So if I have to run away very quickly, it means someone broke into the compound that I'm at. Okay, so just letting you know. All right.
Well, this is
Real
what
business
happens when you're
going
one of the
on.
most wanted men in all of wrestling. And what I mean by that is people want to have you on the shows. People want to like you, boo you, whatever they want to do at shows. So we completely understand, you know?
To be fair, there's also a reason. You see, 2 weeks ago, I broke this nice, well, I don't want to say awesome person. She sucks ass. Raina Black at Pro Wrestling XX. I broke her finger during a match, and she seems to be bent out of shape over it. Bent out of shape over it. And yeah, so she hired a couple people to come after me. And then also this last Saturday at the debut show, Starline Pro, I put Max Capacity's neck into a chair and I was going to break it, but unfortunately I was only able to damage his arm partly, so I'm good. Security's good. All right. Yeah, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go pay the security, guys. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, it's part of the job.
It's you gotta have money when you got security guards. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. I just want to say we were so fortunate on the Jericho Cruise that Steve in person was literally, he was not nearly as guarded as he has to be now, right?
Clearly.
I mean,
Oh yeah, easy access.
it was amazing to be able to talk with them and have a couple drinks with them and
Watch the
all
door,
of that,
make sure
so-
no one comes in, okay? I don't want to have any more problems. You guys are paid very well, all right? Knock it off. Sorry, so hard. Help is so hard to find these days. So yeah.
You're not
So Raina Black broke her bitch ass little fingers. Max Capacity, I don't know the extent of his damages yet. I put his arm in a chair, stomped on it. I went for his neck. A whole bunch of people came out, broke it up. So I'm pretty much a wanted individual right now. So yeah, that's the thing that's going on. Yeah. Yes, and the mustache is still real. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's exciting life that you live out
Yes.
there on the East Coast there. I mean,
It's
obviously,
beautiful.
JR was just mentioning as far as, being able to have some drinks and some quiet time on a boat with
Mhm.
you on the last Jericho Cruise. Well, actually, myself, the last couple of
Yes.
Jericho Cruises. But, I got to ask too, like a situation and scenario like that where you're surrounded by people who are, let's be honest, mostly just dumb marks. How do you...
I wouldn't call them dumb marks. That's
Well, I mean,
ugly,
I would.
unhygienic, moronic,
Oh,
antisocial, miswired idiots. That's a better way of saying it. So
That's
Yeah.
actually a lot more, that's a lot more
I'm-
details. That's
Yeah.
very
I'm not
good.
an idiot.
accurate and descriptive. Yes.
That's very good. How do you have to interact with those people to keep your own sanity, though? I mean, that's really
it's
the
lucky
key.
because no one knows who the fuck I am. That's one way. It was actually funny because I did wrestle in BRCW the show before the cruise. So
Yeah.
some people were like, "Oh," you know what I mean? Like, who's
Right.
that? And, like, I saw him wrestle the other night, So that was really cool. I did actually run into people that recognize me when I do go down to Florida sometimes, which is really nice. I appreciate that all the time. Anybody that I'm able to like connect with and have a better experience through wrestling is my goal in life. I've been doing it for 18 years now. But on the Jericho Cruise, it is nice because yes, there are some people that you wish their parents just shot into the blanket. And then there are some people that you wish I hate saying it, but there are some other independent wrestlers who think they can just walk around with a tank top on and Chris Jericho's gonna stop playing music and just fucking sign into a contract. And and they're walking around shopping each other all the fucking time like a bunch of assholes. But needless to say, the fans are always gracious people. I can talk about anything with anybody. And the people who I just randomly meet, there's a lot of great people that I met on that boat that are just great wrestling fans and great people by themselves that I'm able to talk to. So I have a blast talking to people. That's what it is. I love hearing people's stories. Plug. My podcast, the Nerd Badge Podcast, it's all about that. It's just actually like getting people to open up about things that they're passionate about. And on the Jericho Cruise, I am passionate about wrestling. I've always been a fan. If you watch episode 1, it tells everything. That's the only plug I'm going to do. But I feel like you can actually have conversations with anybody on that boat because everyone's just like a big open family. I only missed one cruise, and it's because my beautiful wife, we were dating at the time. Her mother unfortunately passed away like about a week prior to the cruise, so we had to cancel it. And it was really sad. That was the only one we didn't go on. The second one, my good friend got married on it. And that was my whole reasoning to go. And then it was like he got married in Miami, and then the cruise was like kind of like the after wedding party. And then I took the wife on the third one, and she had a blast on that one. And then I just been going on every single one because it's just I get to see people I used to share locker rooms with that are in AEW, people I used to share locker rooms with on the road when I first started. There's a lot of people, not that I'm super famous with anybody, but there are people that I know that I get to hang out with, and it's like, hey, long time no see, high five, and it's really nice.
Dude, it's it's a really special trip.
It
really
is. And Chris Jericho rocking out the entire time is an amazing time. There's amazing acts that they have. I'm unprepared because I just can't remember anybody's names. I know Guardians of the Jukebox are my I love Fozzy. Guardians of the Jukebox are great bands. There's so many other bands that are on there. If you go to any to the website, what is it, Six Man, and they'll tell you, or they'll run back a whole bunch of stuff that they have. The amount of bands that are on that boat and stars that are on that boat are just too much to name. So
it's definitely a trip. It's definitely a trip where, like, Tom. So
pay me for that, Chris Jericho. I know you're watching.
Right? No kidding. Pay all of
no
us.
shit, right?
Just get the cruise this next time around for us. That's all we're at.
Exactly. Right.
Come on, right. Which would be a great idea. Like, at this point, for how many indie workers that are on that boat, like, they should almost do a submission to put a true indie show together as an event on that boat.
That would be nice.
All of us, like, I would submit to ring announce. You would submit to be in there, Tom. You could submit to be like, hey, I'll do play-by-play or something. But I mean, like, there's so many indie talent, and I mean, not everyone may get to do it, but it'd be cool to have the chance. But I told Tom the first time I took him, I was like, not coming back next year. I guess it's happening, and then we go. Last all you guys, literally, like, even at the bacon bitch, like the night before, we're not doing this. Is the last hurrah, guys. We're really gonna live it up this one because we're not coming back next year by the end of the first night. All right,
we're coming. We're booking already, right?
We're back next year, guys. Doing this again.
We're doing. Everyone's all half drunk. Like, that's like sober people talking, like sober plans. Like, oh man, I can't afford this next year, bro. Listen, I got a birthday coming up, man. I don't know about you guys, but I got a wedding to go to around that time frame next year. Like, just like the Avengers, freaking what's it called? 1 year later. Fuck Tom and Brandy, bro. We're gonna go on a cruise.
Well, because we were saying we weren't going to go next year because we being the Twin Cities area, Minnesota, Midwest, we got SummerSlam coming next year to Minneapolis. Yeah. We were like, oh man, it's a 2-night event. It's going to be a lot of extra things going on this year.
That didn't work out well for you.
Dude,
Ricky.
Right? Okay, listen, we know.
Meanwhile, at MetLife.
Yeah, right? WWE the whole time. Well, hey, you guys aren't going to get WrestleMania, but you'll get the first ever 2-night SummerSlam. 6 months later, first 2-night ever at MetLife Stadium. Like, oh fuck yeah, New York City gets everything. God damn it!
That's a kick in the dick to me because, like, up here, like, I've been trying for the past 2 years to do a SummerSlam. I did a WrestleMania party last year, which was amazing. I got so much love from that, and I was looking forward to SummerSlam. And I was like, all right, SummerSlam I can't do because what's it called? It was in MetLife, so I was like, shit. So I was like, oh no, it was in Philly. I'm sorry, it's in Philly. That shithole of a city with their dirty fucking birds. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good to curse.
Yep.
Oh, I wish I had a rock.
You're probably not.
I wish I had a dog. I wish I had a dog and I would name it Philly. And every time it fucking made a noise, I'd kick it. I swear to God, fuck that goddamn city. So, no animals were hurt in the filming of this podcast. What's going? But no, seriously though. But like, I was pissed. I was like, everyone I knew. I was like, I really can't advertise it now because like everyone's gonna go to Philly. I was like, all right. So then I was gonna do SummerSlam. I was like, oh, it's out in the Midwest. None of these poor fucks can go out there. Guess what? Fuck you. Like,
Right.
MetLife? Really? Are you kidding me? And like a whole bunch of people out here in local bars, like, hey, we want you to do the podcast out here. Hey, do the podcast here. I was gonna get paid good money for it. Fucking Snoopy bowling me, because that's what we call. Oh, side note, the Snoopy Bowl is what we call when the Giants and the Jets play each other, because Snoopy is the mascot for MetLife. So when they share the same stadium.
Yeah.
We call it this. Everyone out here calls it the Snoopy Bowl, which is hysterical because they try to fucking murder each other.
Even the
Yeah. So I was super pissed about that, and I'm like, I'm just gonna watch it this year. Fuck it.
Yeah, dude. I forgot it was even this coming weekend. Like,
I know.
I have a show Saturday, so I won't see it.
I know. It's like I tried last year actually during SummerSlam. It was funny. I was actually wrestling in Colombia that weekend. So I'm looking at it now. I'm like, oh my god, Colombia was a year ago. It was the greatest trip of my life. A wrestling trip ever. So much fun. So much fun I had. I got to wrestle some really great people. Got to Papi Chulo, one of my good friends, Rico de la Vega. So many other people. Eclipse, who's a great talent down in Dominican Republic. So many other people that I'm horrible with names that I only got to hang out with for a little bit, but those people treated me like absolute equals and brothers. And I want to say thank you 1 year later, guys, for keeping me safe down there, which was really crazy because we had to run out of there because I kind of started a small riot. But it's okay. I'm still alive. I got security in the lobby. We're good to go.
I was gonna say, you can't just say I sort of started a small riot without giving us a little bit of the details of like,
when you start flipping off a little old lady with a walker, apparently they don't like it down there. Culture shock. So yeah.
Even a wrestling show? Oh man, it's still real to me, right? Did they all have signs like that?
All I said, I didn't know they spoke English down there. I thought they were poor. I thought they couldn't afford English down there. You know what I mean? Like it's like HD or something, you know? You just don't get it, you know? So I told this woman, I don't care what you say. She said something to me in English like, I don't know, like you're sexy or something. That's what they always say anyway. I'm just going to attribute it to that. But yeah, so basically I told her, I was like, lady, I don't care what you say. You're going to be dead of old age next week. So I'm not going to be back here by the time you're alive. And they didn't like it. So that started getting things thrown at me. And I wrestled twice out there in one day. I defended 2 of my belts, my Funhouse Wrestling at the time, Tri-State Championship, and my HAWA no, because I'm sorry. It was my HAWA. What was it? What title did I have at the time? HAWA Tri-State Championship. There we go. Here we go. So it was a good time.
Any kind of championship. You could told us it was literally the Man of the Year award championship, man. We would have been like,
I mean, if you want to talk about titles, I literally am. And people think I'm joking when I say this because my name is Steven Person. They think this is like some sort of joke. I am literally, if you Google it, the 2003 Time Magazine's Person of the Year. I'm not kidding. I didn't give it to me. All right? It was given to me. I earned that son of a bitch. All right? So.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah. Hell yeah. See, and that's why you have to have security now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that's just how it goes. So okay, Steven, where does the love for wrestling come into where you make this a reality?
So I would want to say my start with the love of wrestling started. I was a small child, WrestleMania 4. I got tickets to go see it in Jersey with my babysitter and her son. Her name was Frances Harris, and I'm sorry, Jennifer Harris, and her son Jamal, who was the same age as me. We went to school together, grew apart in life, but that's how things go. We went to go see it, and I always watched wrestling. I was like my dad was a closet wrestling fan, and I used to sneak behind his chair and watch wrestling matches. And like he used to watch like a whole bunch of old Madison Square Garden scenes. That's what I grew up on. So when he caught me, he was like, "You like this?" And my brother didn't like it. My mother didn't like it. My mother hated pro wrestling. So I was always small as a kid. I was 4'11" until I was like 14 years old, and I hit a growth spurt and I hit 5'11". So I mean 6'2" from Staten Island, New York. So my mom was just like, "Oh, if you're going with Jennifer and Jamal, sure, no problem. Go ahead, do whatever it is." She didn't know exactly what's happening. She heard WrestleMania. She thought it was a movie. So I was like, "All right, cool." And then Macho Man wins the world title, beats Ted DiBiase, who gets to buy in the first round, and the what's it called, the Pride and Glory implode, and it's just so many great things that happened at WrestleMania, and that was my first ever live event, and I saw Macho Man winning everything, so which was like a premier moment for me, and then I went back the next year, which was like.
Oh, you were at the Mega Power Explosion?
Oh, jeez, are you kidding me? It was like the biggest thing in school at the time. Like, whose side are you on, Macho Man or Hogan? And listen, God bless Hulk Hogan, builder of the industry. The foundation of everything that is pro wrestling. I would not be able to do this. It wouldn't be on TV. It wouldn't be as mainstream as it was. But I'll tell you right now, I fucking hated Hulk Hogan as a kid. Like, I'll tell you why. Because when he just cheated, but everyone cheered for it, and I could never understand it. And I'm like, this guy's like hitting people with chairs and raking their eyes and raking their backs and hitting people and stuff like that. I'm like, why are you cheering for this guy? Yep. Somebody explain this to me. Like, create a spreadsheet, if you would, of the pros and cons. And I thought Hulk Hogan was a heel. I really thought he was. And heel, brother, So, what's it called? Macho Man was always my favorite. He was just a personality, and the flair and everything like that. I love Ric Flair too. Like, I loved watching him. But the thing was about Macho Man that drew me in was like his ability to seem controlled rage at any moment. And it was like a minute phrase through his delivery would set him off. Like, and I do a great Macho Man impression. I'm not going to toot my own horn, I swear to God. But like, I came home from WrestleMania 5 going, it was a night to remember. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, my mom's like, what the hell did you learn that from? I was like, oh, it was in a movie. But I used to run around school
all the time.
I used to run around school and like, this math test was a piece of shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's awesome. Like, I do certain impressions, but like, that was always my first one. Oh my God.
It's so
good. know?
That is very
Dude,
good.
I am so
One time my mom caught me doing it. Like, my mom thought it was a movie star, and I just convinced her for so long like it was a movie star. I just do Macho Man quotes like, I find myself in a position I really don't want to be in. No way, no how. Like, and she's like, what movie is that from? And I'm like, it's from a movie you wouldn't know. I just started doing random stuff. He's like, let me tell you something. The game around here is going to change. Yeah. Let me tell you, you're talking about a little bit of trouble, huh? You're talking about sorry. Yeah. And like, it just popped up out of nowhere. And my mom just found it absolutely hysterical. I would just talk like that forever. And then eventually, fast forward, I would, like 13 years old, like 12 years old, 10 years, like 12, 13, I got into ECW. My friends took us. It was his older brother. He drove us out to Queens, and then we realized how to get out there by transit. We used to take the train over to the Elks Lodge in Queens. So here I am, 13 years old, watching Francine get murdered with a kendo stick to the face, jumping in front of the franchise, and Just Incredible killed her. I swear to this God, I actually hung out with Francine one time, and I was like, can I just say something? It's like, this is going to be the 13-year-old moment of my life, like just coming out. I want you to understand this is the person you're going to deal with for the next couple of seconds. I thought you fucking died. Like, I thought you were not getting up. Like, I was like, did I just witness a homicide? Like, oh my God. So, so it was just awesome. And then like, I just go to, we may have or allegedly illegally commandeered a vehicle and driven without any licensing whatsoever to Philly to the arena to watch ECW shows. So that was like my childhood growing up, almost every weekend going to like shows and stuff like that. Whenever ECW was in town, like sneaking out of my house, it was my childhood, so it kept me out of trouble. I got a really good enjoyance. Like, me and my friends bonded over it. Sadly, a lot of my friends passed on, so I didn't get a chance to like really wrestle in front of them. I never got a chance to wrestle in front of my dad, which is the main reason why I wanted to wrestle, because like we talked about it when I came back home. I was in the military. I came back home in 2003, and we talked about it. And I was like, hey, I'm thinking about doing pro wrestling, because I did tribute to the troops and everything like that. I was, so I got to see a couple Storms, Lance Storm, Chris Jericho matches out in Iraq, and good times. So I came home and I was like, he was like, you still like wrestling? I was like, yeah. So we watched wrestling and old tapes and everything. And he's like, this new stuff is like, it's pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, I always thought about doing it. And he was like, would you? And he go, yeah. I was like, I would love to put on a match for you. Like, I would love to sit there and do this. And we knew the gimmicks. Yeah, he knew the gimmicks since like I was a child. He told me like this is what it is, and I was like, all right, cool, you know. So what's it called? So now we come down. He passes away January 6th, 2006, and then I run into an individual who knows a lot about pro wrestling, Big Vito. So I'm from Staten Island. He's from Staten Island. I walk into a bar. I'm playing pool. He puts a quarter down. We play a couple games of pool. We talk and shoot the shit. And he starts talking about his trainer. I asked him. I was like, "Hey, listen, how's a guy from Staten Island like me become a guy from Staten Island like you?" He goes, "Listen, I'm not going to tell you you're going to have the same thing, but listen, Johnny Rod's down in Brooklyn, underneath the Dumbo, down in Dumbo, 77 Front Street. Go there." I was like, "All right." And then I actually ran into somebody at that bar who I knew who trained there. He goes, "Yo, dude, we're doing a show on Saturday. Come down." All right, perfect. I'm there. I go down there, watch the show, hang out, and there's a bunch of guys, doing the post-show stuff, trying to sell gimmicks and talking with crowds and everything like that. And he brings me over, my friend brings me over to Johnny. He goes, "Hey, Johnny, this is my friend Mike. He's thinking about doing this." And Johnny, this is textbook Johnny. "Oh, Pa, you look like you got a good size on you, man, WWE Hall of Famer, unpredictable Johnny Rods, handler of Andre the Giant, Vince Senior's handler for new talent that came in. There's tons of stuff that like Johnny did over his accomplished career. He just got honored recently at TNA Slammiversary in the pre-show. I actually hung out with him like 2 days prior, and I could tell like he's not telling me something, whatever. So anyway, so yeah, he comes, "Well, Pa, you look like you got a," grabbing the wrist and everything, "you got like a good size on you, Pa. You ever think about doing this?" And I'm like, every day of my life. He's like, "I just came back from the military. I want to do this." He had me get in a ring with my friend that brought me there. He showed me a couple things. Like, this is like everyone's gone from the gym. I start working in the ring, doing a couple rolls and everything like that. He's like, "Oh, Pa, come by Saturday and we'll talk." So I go by Saturday. And that's how it started. I started training, had my first match about 4 months in, and Johnny's rule was always 6 months in. But Johnny gave me like the leeway to be like, "Pa, it's 4 months, but I think you can put on a show. Let's see what happens." Utter shits. Had an utter shit match. Second match, instantly better. Way more into everything. It was just I had to get that first bad match out of my system, and then I had opportunities to do things, but unfortunately, things didn't pan out. But I'm happy. I get to wrestle. It's my own choice. What's it called? I chose life over the world of professional wrestling and my own wants and needs. But I can say I'm happily married. I have a great actual shoot job. I'm a pillar in my community. I get to wrestle wherever I want. I've wrestled in Canada, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Colombia. I've wrestled. I want to go to Europe. I lived in Europe for 3.5 years, so I would love to go back and wrestle for some of the great people that I know in Germany and Spain, actual civilians that live out there. So, yeah, so that's like the next goal is trying to make that happen. But honestly, I'm having a blast over here on the East Coast. There's tons of promotions around here. SWA, Suffolk Wrestling Alliance in Long Island, HAWA, Hispanic Alliance Wrestling, Hispanic American Wrestling Alliance, CCW, Colossal Championship Wrestling out here in Queens, Warriors of Wrestling. I wrestled for them a couple weeks ago. Funhouse Wrestling, Titans Championship Wrestling. I can go on and on about so many more places that I wrestled. BRCW, and in Florida, in Arizona. I just started going out there.
Nice.
American Warrior Wrestling Alliance. There's just so many places that have welcomed me with open arms, and they love me to death. So I'm really happy. So yeah.
What was when you wrestled a name that you knew? All right. And were you starstruck? Because for Tom and I doing comedy, when we work with somebody the big, sometimes you get starstruck. Did you have that kind of situation, or was it?
I wouldn't say starstruck. I was star respected. I sat there. I remember my training for my trainer. Like when you meet somebody who has time in the business, who was on television, like Savio Vega. I wrestled Savio Vega a couple years back. That was and Savio has been like another dad to me. Like Savio has taught me so many things. He hits me up here and there, you know, like I see him at conventions and everything, gives me a big hug. I had him on the podcast on the front row section, which is really great. He gave me a great interview.
He's awesome.
Yeah, him and IWA in Puerto Rico. If you're in Puerto Rico, go check out his shows. Not like, you know, you need me to tell you that he's amazing. He still wrestles. But yeah, Savio was one of those guys where I was like, oh crap! I used to watch him beat the living crap out of fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know, like Los Bariquas and everything like that.
Oh, man,
so
yeah.
I actually have a picture with each individual person. Miguel Perez. The only one I don't have is a picture with Jose Estrada Jr. That's the only one I don't have a picture with from what's it called? That really pisses me off. I gotta find him. I'm gonna track him down.
Hell yeah.
I want to get a picture so I have like a selfie with like each one of these guys. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys that Balls Mahoney was another one. I did a nice little tag match with Balls before he passed. Matt Bourne was I love the Doink the Clown gimmick, but I also love the Born Again gimmick that he did, which was breathtaking. Like he was such a gentleman. He showed me so much. He actually honored me. I couldn't do it because I had, unfortunately, a loss in the family. He was going to let me wrestle as Doink. He had the costume and handed it to me. He's like, "You're going to do this show. I want you to be Doink." And I'm like,
damn.
Now,
Wow.
hear me out. I'm going to be respectful as fuck when I say this. And it really does get me mad because I knew Matt. I trained with Matt. Matt showed me things. Matt showed me psychology. Matt showed me mat work. And when I see people dressed up as Doink, it really pisses me the fuck off. And I'm sorry if you're that person or company that uses that. That's fine. I'm not going to sit there and come to your show with a baseball bat. But when I was handed that gimmick, I felt the respect and I felt the honor of having that in my hands and going like, holy crap, I'm going to be Doink the Clown. And yes, it's a clown. I get it. It's pro wrestling. It's not that serious. But to have someone of that caliber go, here, you're going to do this. Was the most momentous thing. And that moment right there, I was like, 13-year-old me, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh, you know, like, thank you, Mr. Bourne. You're the best. I love your work, ECW. I love the fact that you were there when Shane Douglas threw the belt in the trash and made ECW. You know, like, yeah, it was just, I freaked out. Internally, I was like, oh my God. That's why I was like, Matt, thank you. I appreciate this to no end. I'm like, I'm doing the clown. You know, so who else did I work with? I was supposed to wrestle Tommy Dreamer one time. I did wrestle Tommy Dreamer one time. I wrestled Honky Tonk Man once, like 10 years ago.
Well, Honky Tonk
Bruce the
Man,
Barber Beefcake I wrestled like once. I was supposed to do a tag team match with Marty Jannetty like a bunch of years back, but you know, things fell through. Who else did I? My favorite one, because it was the first star I ever wrestled. Remember the main event of the first ever Monday Night Raw? Undertaker versus somebody. And back like 10 years ago, he had the whole blog series about like, don't call me a jobber, you know, like, love you, Phil. Please don't beat me up next time you see this. Damien Demento.
That's right.
Yes, that's
Don't
right.
call me a jobber. He's like, don't call me a jobber. I dragged that son of a bitch out of retirement for a steel cage match, and I fucking beat him. That was awesome to me. I wrestled in front of 5,000 people at an arts festival, all paid in Brooklyn, right outside of Gleason's. And for the first time, like I had maybe about 3 years in. I was fresh, and I was like, and Johnny goes, "Opa, you and Phil, like, I want to see if we can get you a match. You know, who do you think you could get? Like, you know, do you know anybody that you want to work?" And I was like, I know somebody. And I go up to him because he used to come by Gleason's all the time. He's a very accomplished painter, and he would do all these paintings of Johnny and everything like that. And I was like, hey, Phil, so I have a match, and I want to have you versus me in a steel cage match. And I think it'd be great. You come out with the horns and the boots and the Mongolian shit. You know, you look fucking demented. He's like, I don't know. I'm pretty old. And I'm like, I'll make it work. I was like, you tell me what to do. I'll bump and feed, whatever the fuck you need. You let me know, and I'm there. You can throw me off the top of the cage. I'll do all the work. He goes, I'll think about it. Comes by the training. He just walks right past the ring and shakes my hand. He goes, see you out there. And I'm like, And he was telling, actually, I'll take that back. He told me no like 3 or 4 times. Like 3 or 4 times, I was like, I'm gonna get this son of a bitch to do this match. And I was like, Phil, listen, it'd be great. Like we do something really artistic, like whatever you want to do. Like, and he's like, well, what if I do something like if I just tell you to freeze in like midair, like when you come off the turnbuckle, like you just stand right there, and then we just have a pause. I was like, I'm with it. You let me know. And then he goes, we're not gonna do that. Just beat me, get out of the cage. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll see you out there, brother. That's what it was. So, yeah, we had a great match, had a great time, and I still have the match somewhere in my computer. It's still online, I think. I have pictures of it all on my Facebook. It was an honor to drag him out. So, like, I kind of felt that moment again, like you said, like that, like starstruck moment. Like I had that with Phil in his my first ever steel cage match. I was like, yes, So
when you look at that and the years you spent, like, what is still on the list that you're getting to? Like, what haven't you tried?
I want to go to Europe. The list is I want to go to Europe. I know no one's going to put me on TV. I had my opportunities for that. It's weird to be in a position where you got to pick between multiple childhood dreams and pick only one. But I'm lucky enough that I know I made the decision where I'm absolutely happy. Could I be in a different position in life in pro wrestling if I was in when I was in like tip top shape like 7-8 years ago? I could have been something where I had something, and I had people who talked to me about doing this, doing that, and even now, like I did a show, Jason Knight. I did a show, Pro Wrestling XX. He literally saw what I do, and he just goes, "How the hell are you not on television?" I'm not doing my horn. Again, Jason's a great guy. I respect him all to death. ECW original, and he was like, "This stuff is great. Like what you're doing, your wrestling is on point. Like you understand the crowd. Every time I saw you on the show, like." You're the one that makes them just go, wow. Like you're the one who makes them believe. Like you just suspend all disbelief and you're doing great stuff. He's like, this should be on television, the stuff that you're doing. And if you watch any of my stuff recently with the mustache, which is 100% real, it's a horror. Yeah, exactly. So people respect what I do, and that means the world to me. Fans are not asking for their money back, which is a great thing. I have people who hold up signs for me at shows, and it's the most humbling thing in the world because I always thought that I was going to be like middle of the road, just kind of there, filling in stuff, and people actually come to see me. I did a contest not too long ago. I forgot the gentleman's name with his child, and they won, and I did a thing where me and the wife went to the Jersey Shore, and we had a jackpot at one of those ticket machines, like ticket coin drop game. We had like a plethora of tickets that I could not even hold, and I have it on top of my head. I just put it on top of my head because I didn't have. I mean, my mustache wasn't groomed properly, and I put up there like whoever guesses. Security, gotta go. Love you guys.
Oh shit! They did invade. Oh man,
They're getting him. They're getting him.
Well, hey, that's the life of a big star like that. Steven Person.
Wow.
We'll have him back again. Obviously, we know how it is. Sometimes it's the casualty of being such a famous person. Obviously, he mentioned it. 2003 Person of the Year, Times Person of the Year. So,
dude, I'll tell you what. Hearing him talk about that makes me so mad that my family moved us to Minnesota from Staten Island when I was 3.
Well, you know what I wanted to ask him, and I will again when we see him.
Yeah, we're gonna have a chance.
Oh yeah.
But what I wanted to ask him was because he's been all over the place. What the crowds in New York are versus Florida versus wherever else he's been. Because to me, that's like we all know about oops. Ricky, we loved
JR's having trouble.
He can't. No words.
He's porky piggy today. He's like, I need. Sorry about.
I tell this to Ricky all the time when we talk. I'm like, I know I don't contribute to the group chat for our group there on the cruise ship because I'm just so bad at social media and that shit that I just don't keep up with it. I'm the guy that never looks at his phone. But like I love all those people, and I've had so many good times with those people in the last 4 boat trips I've had that this is the cool stuff that comes from the Jericho Cruises.
Yeah.
We meet very cool fucking people, like Steven, like Ricky, and the rest of that crew. And what's even more fun is to see it grow from like the first year I brought you, Tom, to then the year following JR and the boy comes and yeah, it sounds like we got an Iowa group coming in 2026. We already know Austin Bayless, owner and promoter of CEW, which, by the way, big show Saturday night in Delta, Iowa. Come hang out. I don't know if you saw it, but never mind. I won't say it. I don't know if I can say it. I'm going to ask if I can say it.
You probably could talk about it. I saw him post about what's happening on Saturday there in Delta.
Did he mention me?
I don't know. I actually don't know what the hell you're talking about then. I assumed it was like the special guest that's going to be out there this Saturday. But no, just to piggyback on Aces, he's looking for his stuff there. Ricky, Erica, Jason, Danny, Jen, Melissa, Nick, they're all fantastic people. Obviously, Steven there too. I mean, everybody who we've had the pleasure of meeting on the cruise is fantastic people. Actually, Erica, I got to hit you up, by the way. I got to get your address. I got to send you some stuff as far as some of these shirts and a flag. I owe you that stuff as well.
One of the things too, for people who, and we've got a lot of people that watch us that have know that we go on the cruise, and even in fact, Whitney, who gets nervous about, I don't know if I'm going to go. Here's the thing. So I was fortunate enough when Ace and I went down to Chicago for the AEW show where we thought that Hangman was going to win. Anyway, that's a whole different thing. But I got to meet Ricky and Jason and had a great time with them. But here's the thing, and I mean this in the kindest way. Ricky is Cruise Mama. I mean, literally, if you like, and she did this and it's just the kindness that's in her. She was concerned about me at the GCW show that we went to because I was like, "There's no place to sit," and I was getting, I'm old. I was getting tired, and she's like, you call you." So she checks on everybody. She makes sure everybody's having a good time, and it's awesome. So there's no reason if you think you want to go to not go, because there's tons of people, and just like Steven was saying, everybody, it's a gigantic family, and it's awesome. It is the best. Even the Vanilla Gorilla, who was very antisocial, enjoyed it.
Well, honestly, and Ricky feeling the love there. It's great though too. And honestly, we've mentioned it, and we're totally out of season, by the way, too. We shouldn't even be gushing about the Jericho Cruise because it's not until even like November of 2026, by the way. So if anybody's actually thinking to themselves, "Man, I don't think I can afford Jericho Cruise," save your money. Save your money now. Work your ass off. Do what you need to do. Pick up a second job or whatever. You got plenty of time. Literally, plenty of time. November.
If you want to save money, I have a plan too. If you'd like to hear it a little bit later.
JR cannot afford to suck enough dicks for the cruise, so he's trying to outsource his jaw being so hurt. Is that not what it was?
I don't think that's it. Just because that's how you got the money to go, Tom, doesn't mean that's how everybody else got the money.
Whatever. Ace is trying to talk to us, I think.
Oh, he's talking to somebody else.
I forgot I was on mute. So back to what I was saying really quick here. Saturday night, the Delta Dome. Now, I am a new blood when it comes to Central Empire Wrestling, but they have been around for a mighty long time. Have been putting quality shows on in Iowa. We love Austin Bayless, the promoter and the owner, who is made his return to the ring, by the way, everybody, last week, in fact, and will be in action this Saturday night at the Delta Dome, where a lot of the early shows were. This one's a big one. Jared Thumb, Austin Bayless, Steve Shetler from Shetler Media, taking on Rory Fox, Donnie Pepper Cricket, and the Iceman, which I don't know if you guys saw this. Rory actually attacked Austin Bayless in the radio studios.
Oh, really?
Of Steve Studios there.
I'll be honest with you. I'm nervous for Steve.
He got banged up too. Steve got banged up too. He posted his knee and ankle were both like bruised. Anyways, but also we got this 319 taking on the brand new tag team MILF Jimmy Wild and Bryce Jordan. That's going to be a fucking team to watch, guys.
That's an interesting team, although I feel bad for Jimmy.
Shut up.
We know you do. We know you do.
Shut
but
up.
also,
you should feel bad for either one of those guys because you know why? They're going to be coming out winners come Saturday, beating 319 down because Jay Wesley's a little punk.
we'll see. We'll see. But here's the thing that hasn't been announced, but we're going to break it right now.
Oh my God.
So I won't actually be doing a lot of the ring announcing duties come Saturday night at Delta. Mr. Steve Shetler from media, obviously is a radio man, has been for many, many, many years. JR, you and I definitely know that and all that good stuff. So he's going to take care of some of the duties of that because he's been a fucking great part of the team getting this show together. There's a long story of where this show was supposed to be held, and it wasn't Delta. And there had to be a lot of change in plans. So Steve was a big part of getting the show back a venue to run since the original venue didn't work out. And then also, kind of getting Mr. Bayless back and excited for this stuff. So Steve will be doing that. We also, there's going to be a local sports broadcaster there, and he's going to take some of those duties too. But the reason I still need to be there is because I am now not only just the ring announcer, I am also now the general manager of Central Empire Wrestling.
Congratulations!
Wow, a promotion that was never deserved. Congratulations. What a great...
wait till Bridge City, buddy. I'm going to make you pick up all the words, and Boogeyman ain't even going to be there.
Am I just
jealous?
Saying the obvious here? I'm so sorry. You earned a promotion to general manager, and what have you done? 3 shows for him?
Here's the deal. Hey, here's the deal.
Come on, brother. Lay it on me.
Austin Bayless and I have worked a whole lot together.
You have? Yes. Bayless has now been making the rounds for everybody that we know.
Not just at CEW, correct. We've gotten to become quite good pals.
Correct.
And
so it's nepotism.
Well, the other thing too,
right,
is the person who was doing ring announcing duties and general manager duties too, is no longer there. And he may show up at Bridge City and hang out. We don't know. Hopefully, it'd be great. We're bringing a lot of the original CEW talent back that really made that company. So it's gonna be a big deal at Bridge City. A lot of announcements coming out this last week. I don't know if you guys saw that. There's some great talent gonna be there.
Did see quite a few of the CEW or Iowa legends that are going to be there. So yeah, so a lot of good stuff coming up. And also shout out to Social X, by the way, Social Experiment Wrestling, promoting and sponsoring a lot of those icons of Iowa wrestling coming back to Central Empire. That's really great stuff too. Thank you for that, Jason Pringle.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so with that, I'll be taking on some new duties with Central Empire Wrestling. We had a great day on the 4th of July. We had a really great day. And now this is happening. So
is that because now you get the general manager role because you spend holidays with your CEW family?
Just saying.
Tom, why are you so jealous? You should be happy that you know somebody that's highly ranked now.
I could give 2 flying fucks about his general manager role. Mostly because I know he's going to try and stick me in some kind of jumpsuit as a...
Hey. No.
You don't
to
want to
be fair. No, hold on. To be fucking fair, I wanted all 3 of us to do that if we were going to be sitting ring crew like last year because I thought it would be fucking hilarious if we had
way to fucking shatter this fucking gimmick here, bro.
Sorry, hey man, you got to take an opportunity that comes your way, and that's what I did, and I'm very grateful to Mr. Bayless and CEW. So
I'd still wear the goddamn jumpsuit. Come on.
What will this role be like? What are you planning to get or to do as your new, I don't know, sense of power in Central Empire Wrestling?
Well, there's a new change coming with Central Empire Wrestling. Well, no, Austin Bayless has talked about this. A lot of the original crew and the longtime stars of CEW have started to move on, and there's a new breed coming in. I know a lot of that new breed that's coming in. So it kind of makes sense, I think, from that standpoint. I could bring some advice to them when it comes to some of these new kids, these new talent, and I can help where it's needed by Mr. Bayless on this new chapter of CEW that really is going to start to kick off September 6th in Ottumwa, Iowa at Bridge City Slam. That's going to kind of be where we make that stamp of this is a new era of CEW going forward. It's a lot of exciting things. You guys are going to be hanging out with us. You're going to be there. You're going to get to be firsthand in it. You're going to be a part of that night with us. It's going to be a very special night. And as a general manager, all I can do is try to just bring fairness and do what's right for the fans, and just make sure shit's not getting crazy.
Yeah, no more fucking night crawlers.
No more Rory Fox attacking the boss at a radio interview.
Yeah.
that for starters.
Well, first of all, you can't stop that because that's
I will
own.
And I will say this: I understand, and Rory Fox is a legend. He's a legend of Iowa wrestling, Midwest pro wrestling, and the independent scene in wrestling. And I know anything I'm going to say to Rory is probably not going to be heard clearly or at all. So, I can only do my best. Austin will take care of that Saturday night. Come, watch, see.
Well, all right. Now, for all my negativity towards your completely ill-fated promotion here, congratulations for finally doing something in the world of wrestling outside of being a ring announcer.
I'll be the first to tell you that too, Tom. I've literally only done 2 or 3 shows for them, and this promotion came. So I understand it too. But also, I'm very grateful. I'm thankful that I've been trusted on that. So, dude, I'm excited. We had such a good time at Bridge City. I can't wait to fully be, and not that we weren't. We were fully a part of that. No one else was sitting ringside except for commentary and us. And yes, we catered to the ring that night, but there's nobody else we would have done that for other than certain people, and Mr. Bayless is one of those guys. Yeah, and the thing is, it's appreciated. You know what I mean? Like, we all 3 felt genuinely appreciated when it was all said and done. And let's be honest, that's a crazy event, crazy moving pieces. We saw that with some of the staff when we were trying to do some cleanup, and like, hey man, so all hands, any hands, all that helps. The appreciation that we all got for what we did before the show started last year was huge. People still talk about that and had a blast with that. Fucking crazy. You see Buff Bagwell lose a leg, and I remember him standing there watching us hyping the crowd up with all the entrance music and laughing and smiling. You know what I mean? Which, big shout out to Buff Bagwell. I know he ain't watching our show, but good luck to you in your new life.
You never know. Yeah, he could
maybe. But yeah, I mean, it's very cool that we also, and we can say this now because I've been given the green light, that and maybe we already said this, but like, it's for sure happening. And that is that we are going to be part of the Fan Fest, and we are going to be doing a live show during the Fan Fest with Card Subject to Change, with Shotgun Wrestling Radio, who are good friends of ours. Like, that's the thing. I hope people see this. I hope people see that we don't have to be the only wrestling podcast in the Midwest. We don't have to be like, we don't have to go after other people. Like, these are friends. We see these guys at shows. We communicate. We talk. We laugh. We have Zach and I go back many, many years when it was still Zach Squared and Zigman was still alive, which I fucking love Zigman. Like, it's so cool to see what we're all doing with this right now. You know what I mean? And yeah, we get to do a live show now at Bridge City Slam. And I mean, look at this these are just like the fucking VIP guests, guys. You saw the other announcements. I'm not even going to try to get that in here right now, but I mean, we're going to be hanging out and rubbing elbows with some of these legends and some of the hottest talent in Iowa right now. So it's going to be great. But come Saturday, Delta, that's where we're going to be. Please come. It's going to be a great time. I'm excited for this match, though, this new tag team. I feel like there's a lot of hopes going behind the MILF tag team in CEW. It's been something that we've seen it slowly taking form over the last couple shows, and now it's official. So
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that tag team right there, that just, I mean, the name alone brings on a little bit of do tell me more. I mean, literally, these are two of the finest athletes that Iowa has ever produced in Jimmy Wild and the Golden God Bryce Jordan. So I'm excited to see that. And I'm glad to see they're going to shot at 319 just to take those two suckers out, if you will. All right. I'm just saying it. All right. Glad to see that they're going to be there at the Delta Dome.
Mm-hmm. God, I got to get a new camera. Steven just messaged me and said, sorry, guys. I told him it's not a problem.
Hey. Security got to get him out of there, man. I was
Life
saying,
is life, baby.
Bigger things to attend to, and he will be back, and we will do more. If you guys missed it, the Nerd Badge podcast, make sure you check him out. It's a great show. Dude, I was born in New York. My family's,
There's a link
there,
for his
some
YouTube,
friends
by the
are
way,
there.
everybody.
There it is. Check out that link. Dude, I fucking love talking to East Coasters, man, especially like New York and New Jersey, man. I love it. The attitude, the accent, all that shit. Like it reminds me of some essential people when I was a baby growing up. You know what I mean? Okay, perfect.
I'm sorry. I just put in the.
I thought you put it. Yeah, I thought you put it in the other chat.
Just
That's
in case,
cool,
you know.
And in case everybody was wondering, I did find this photo though. Oh no!
Oh my!
Sorry, this one.
Oh yeah, so he'll share that story. This is a result of the cruise weekend right here, everybody. Literally,
this is what he was talking about.
He lost his hair and his mustache at the time, and honestly, go back and even watch part of his Nerd Badge podcast. He's covered all this stuff. There has been apparently stipulations that he did not read all the fine print going to this match.
For a match involving Moody and a mustache and hair, there was surprisingly a whole lot of fine print in that fucking contract.
There really was. And of course, you not only see Bull James, who he lost to in that match, but he's being shaved by Bruce the Barber Beefcake. And then Brad Williams was also involved with this match as well. So, I mean, that's some star power right there, if you will, in the world of wrestling right there. So
that's insane. And we'll all be on that Jericho Cruise November 2026. Make sure you guys come on there. And then be like, hey, Jericho, we watched these guys. They talked about your cruise. You should fucking let them all do a show or something. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, you know,
I think I had a pretty great idea of the like super indie show on the boats because there are so many indie talents.
Oh, yeah.
You did it with the fucking gimmick gala, right? Like we had to make submissions and shit. You could do that with this. I mean, yeah, you're gonna probably get a lot, but if you do it early enough, you could do it, and you can totally put together like a 2-hour show with just all the and obviously everybody signs waivers like, hey man, this is on us. No one's liable. 6-man's not reliable. Jericho's not reliable. No Region's not reliable. No one's gonna be like in trouble. Like we all agree to this. But the thing is, they have to be trained, obviously. Like, and that's going to be the vetting system. But like, dude, there's so many indie talents that are on that boat that it would be cool to see a moment for all them to shine on that boat, and also give like, you know, the sign of talent and Jericho and the legends a little something to watch, and maybe even like school some of these these talents that aren't there, or like someone like Steven just be like, dude, yeah, you fucking killing it, you know. I think it would be great. I think it would be a great idea.
I mean, that is a great idea. And of course, we know that so many of our viewers have obviously heard us share stories of the, you know, not only this last year, but years prior, Jericho Cruises, you know, especially from Ace and myself, prior years and all that. But dude, this is the thing. When you see,
put that up there?
Well, we had to share it last week when you weren't here. We did show that.
Oh shit.
But obviously, we want to get that story too. But,
well, dude, honestly, I was actually going to probably be like, you guys don't need to share that picture.
Oh, wow.
I should. It's fine. It's fine.
Share by several people.
Here's the deal. I just to be quick about it, because so obviously I went and saw West, guys. First of all, I will admit when I'm wrong, and this is going to be that moment of Herb did a wonderful job with the show. The wrestling show itself was fucking great. It was fantastic. And there was a lot of our guys there. There was a lot of the new guys there from Herb. And they were all really great. The people who usually work the SICW shows that were there working were super fucking nice, super cool. Getting to see Chad, super awesome. We hadn't seen him pretty much since last year. Gave a big hug. You know, just it was such a better time than I anticipated. And Herb couldn't have been more gracious to me when he saw me there. And even after the show, when it was, what did you think? Because I know you're going to be honest. Honestly, I didn't have high hopes of going into that night. We all were kind of bummed that it didn't stay in the state, you know, in with the people that we thought it should have probably maybe gone to. Herb did do a fantastic job, though, and that's you can only give credit when credit's due. So, got to hang out with Wes all day.
Vibe Beach Club to all their boats, and the Jewel class boats dry docked.
That Vibe Beach Club is just they should just rename it the Osprey Lounge.
Dude, yeah. I always hope that guy's going to be on the boat because, one, Osprey's a fucking talent, but also he is one of the craziest dudes to think with. I saw him just literally take a suplex from Konosuke Takeshita on the fucking atrium floor. It was intense, and that's not soft.
Get your tickets, guys. Well, when
when
they announce it, get your tickets, get your cabin. So anyways, get to Iowa, hook up with Wes. We're like chilling for like a half hour, and he's like, "Hey, Dad is gonna call in a minute, and we're gonna go meet up with lunch." Cool. Papa Briscoe calls. He's like, Longhorns. All right, cool. So me and Wes get in the car. We drive over to the steakhouse. We walk in, and there's the crew. It's fucking Jerry, Joe Malenko, JBL, Ron Simmons, and D'Lo Brown. And right away, Jerry, again, it was a nice reminder of how fortunate I am to be able to look at that man and be like, dude, I mean, I knew who you were in the NWA days. You were a pivotal part of the Attitude Era and the Vince McMahon Stone Cold feud. Like, pivotal. Like, it may have not gone as well if you and Patterson weren't there. Mm-hmm. And to see the genuine love from that man because of how close Wes and I are. And everybody kind of knows, well, you guys know Wes has had a year or two of work on himself. Mm-hmm. And he's fucking killing it. And, you know, it's nice to it's a crazy reminder to look at that man and be like, you are a Hall of Famer, not only in WWE, but you are a Hall of Famer in this industry. Literally be like, thank you, because he may not be where he's at if it wasn't for you and a few select other people. So there's a genuine care there, and I sometimes take for granted that I'm that fortunate, which also then leads to a rub of I go to a lunch like this, and there's no questions of who's that guy. Because let's be honest.
You're right. Fair.
You all know by hearing people get interviewed, by now being in the indie scene and all this stuff, that, you know, the way of the wrestling business is very much alive. It's very much like it was back in the day, with some things catered to modern era. But I mean, there is still, you respect these people, but there is still that these guys aren't going to talk about the business in front of people who don't need to hear it.
Yep. Correct.
So therefore, I am not going to repeat anything I fucking heard at that table. If anyone was trying to get that out of me, it ain't happening.
No. Actually, we don't share that photo last week because we were like, this is what Ace was up to this last weekend. We hope to get stories or hear about your time, not about that lunch, because obviously with the amount of legends there, I mean, we just ran it down, you know, all that sort of stuff.
Let me tell you, I kept my mouth fucking shut unless I was spoken to, and I just fucking soaked every story in, because they were just fucking swapping stories. And then it was fishing, swapping stories, and then like weed stores for some reason. And Ron was and Ron's like totally like fucking hopped up, like, because like Ron, JBL, Wes is a master fisherman. You guys, if you follow his shit, you see it. And Jerry, you know, lives on a fucking has a piece of land on a lake down in Tampa that That's where they do a lot of fishing. Him and Jerry and Wes, and they catch fucking big motherfuckers. Wes will also do the saltwater shit and spearfish and shit. He's a crazy motherfucker. But like, dude, first of all, JBL remembered me. It was very cordial. Joe obviously was, hey man, you know, we love our Joe Malenko.
We wouldn't be the two cunts without him.
The fucking right. D'Lo couldn't have been nicer. Ron couldn't have been nicer at the end of the night after the wrestling show. So then when we go to the wrestling show, you know how they put the tables all around the arena there for all the legends and stuff for merch and shit. So, you know, Wes and Jerry are at one table. Well, I'm there and I'm like, I'm here. I might as well help in some way. So I was like, Wes, let me just run the table, dude. Let me do the merch for you. Like, you got to be in the locker room. Like, I'll just sit there with your dad. I'll take care. So it's like us at one table. To my right I'm surprised you didn't put that picture up. You didn't put the Medusa picture up?
No, but we love seeing it.
To my right was Medusa, and she was sharing a table with Jake Hager. And then to the left of us is obviously APA, and then like D'Lo and Boogeyman and Bill DeMont, who fucking shot. We still got to try to get him on. Fucking shout out to Bill DeMont right away. Like, I didn't talk to him for 2 hours because every time I was going to walk over here and be like, I don't know if you remember me, blah, 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 someone else would walk up. So I'd come back. And then when I finally went over, when he was sitting there, as I'm like walking up, he starts smiling like, ah, how's it going? And I was like, good. I was trying to come over. And he's like, no, man, it's good to see you. Like, fucking all these guys are just fucking gems, dude. Like, I'm nothing. We're nothing in that world. I don't know. It's just weird to have these guys when you meet him remember. Joe, not so much, because Joe came to the show in Florida that I rang announce.
Yep.
So like Joe and I have talked. The funny thing is, you see how we're like sitting at this table. So like Joe's to my left. Not even like he was trying to be fucking sneaky, but it was like, dude, me and JBO both can literally just see what's going on, because he's like trying to get the bill before anyone else asked for it, and he paid for it before we were even like after. Once everything was ordered, he had already asked before the food came for the fucking bill. And like, anyways, it's my crazy, what is it, my dinner with Andre, my fucking crazy lunch with with Wes Briscoe, Jerry Briscoe, D'Lo Brown, Ron Simmons, Joel Malenko, and JBL. But again, that's where I realized, like, I'm pretty fortunate that I have become such good friends. And you guys know, Wes is a brother. I would do anything for Wes. I'm more than likely going out in October to see him, going to Halloween Horror Nights, as we always try to do. That's homie. So it's not lost on me that I'm very fortunate that I have a rub like that, and that all these legends are very kind to me right off the bat because of who I'm associated with.
I wanted to say real quick, I love the fact that you said I shut my mouth and just listened, because Ace, it's exactly the same way that happened the first time I went and worked with Wild Bill Bauer.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about Leno. They were talking about all this shit that people had pulled. And he looks in the rearview mirror, because, you know, it's very similar wrestling, right? The guy that is riding now in the passenger seat, I don't belong in the passenger seat. I belong in the back seat. And he looks back and he says, are you okay back there? I says, yeah, I'm absolutely fine. You guys just keep talking. And it's exactly the same thing. It's like, I want to absorb everything. And I got to think that's exactly how it is.
100%, dude. I was hearing stories from like the Attitude Era that I was like, road stories, that I was just like, didn't know that. Awesome. Fucking great, you know? And it, just very kind people too. You know what I mean? Like, dude, literally for how, and I would have never, like, watching him on TV, I would never be like, oh, Ron Simmons seems like, you know, whatever. But like, his persona has always been a real, damn. Dude, that motherfucker didn't stop smiling from the minute I saw him. Like, he is just loving life. He was enjoying the conversations with everyone and anyone. just a fucking gem of a guy. He really was. It was super nice. Yeah, and then again, seeing the ladies, Darla and Barbara, Bruiser Brody's widow, and having them come say hello. Again, it was good to go, and also this was the first time going. We've been there, we've run sound, and
Done stuff. Yeah.
we see our friends, we have a good time, we have fun during the show. We're fucking hot in a hooler and in between. But this was the first time that I was there, and while sitting at the table, I genuinely had people who I didn't recognize, Tom. They weren't just our regular fans from like APW or Madhouse or CEW or so, but I was having like genuine people coming up being like, I actually had one guy there that came up and was like, "Oh, you're Big Ace. I went to the Madhouse show in Rochester." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, cool, man. Thanks. So you're from down here?" "No, I'm actually from Rochester." And I was like, "Oh, well, fucking hey, see you in November."
Did you ask if he watches the show, you dickhead?
But you know what I mean though? Like it was kind of it was fun. It was cool. Like someone showed up and they had Social Experiment hat and t-shirt on, and I literally was like, "Where'd you get that hat? I've never seen that hat for sale." "Oh, my buddy owns the company." I'm like, "Well, I'm the ring announcer." He's like, "Oh, I knew I recognized you." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'd fucking buy one of those hats if he sold them." Shit, like he should. Jason, sell those hats, dude. Which also, Jason Social X just came out with a nice big announcement today. I have to pull it up because I can't not.
Well, I saw it that they are launching XP, which is going to be their full match shows available on YouTube. So every match that they have that is worthy will be released in its entirety through the XP YouTube channel. So
and what's cool is these are going to be, the guys that are trying to get on the main show at Social X. So if you're coming to a Social X show live, just know these happen before bell time. Little secret right there, y'all. These are the pre-show matches that are getting early. So come early. September, Reedley, Iowa. Come early. Swago's going to be there. Which, by the way, and I didn't pull the graphic up. Chris Masters will be in Delta, Iowa from 3 to 3:30 doing an appearance, and he's also, I'm sure you can still get in it if you're a talent. He's doing a seminar, I think like noon to 3 in Delta, Iowa, and I think he's also appearing in Waterloo that night at their baseball. I think it's the Waterloo Bucks baseball game on behalf of Social Experiment Wrestling. So if you want to hang out with Chris Masters, Saturday's the day to do it. He'll be in Iowa. But yeah, very cool announcement from Social Experiment Wrestling with the Social X Level Up. And there's some other cool things cooking in the pot that I know Jason has showed me that he has not put out yet. So watch for that.
Well, there's a lot of cool things going on right now in Iowa. And obviously, you talking about, and obviously not last weekend, but the weekend before there at Hall of Fame and stuff. It's great to see though, too. Like, obviously knowing your appreciation for the history of the business and everything like that too.
Do you guys want to hear something funny though? Sorry, Tom, but do you want to hear one quick funny story from that night?
Well, if you can share it.
The show, so we're all done, right? And I love what. Here's the other thing. Wes, Jerry, and a bunch of them had a 6 a.m. flight, so they had to leave the hotel at like 3 a.m. So like Wes is like, "You want to just crash here? You gotta leave the room." I'm like, "There's no need. Like, you got to leave at 3. I might as well just drive home when I'm ready to go because." What's the point? So he's like, "Well, let's go hang out downstairs real quick for a little bit before you leave." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we go down to the hotel bar, and again, seeing a bunch of people people were asking for you guys too. We end up going to the patio because AJ Smooth and his wife and sister are out there. So we go and we sit down. We're talking. I for some reason got up, and it had like rained during the wrestling show, I guess. And when I went back. And it didn't happen the first time. For whatever reason, when I sat down the second time on this cushion, it was so soaked with water that it literally just like shot water out. So it looked like I just shat all over the fucking floor. And then my ass was just soaked. And they all saw this. They saw me sit in just this fucking cushion full of water go and out the back. And like, just wouldn't fucking stop. Like, what the fuck? You shit yourself? Oh my god! So then I had to like put it on another chair, and like just a fucking huddle, dude, and some guy like had to move it, and they're like, "Oh, look, he's fucking moving your fucking shit pillow." I'm just like, "Thanks, everybody. Thanks, guys." And then like I get up and they're like, "Oh, your ass is soaked." I'm like, "Yeah, awesome. I'm gonna go home now and turn my fucking seat warmer on."
Did you stop at the Quick Star on your way out of town, by the way?
I didn't. Yeah, I did at that one, but that was just because I had to check for air.
His shit
Turned out I had a nail in my tire, Tom. That's why we were losing air that one day.
The whole time.
Yeah. Weird. But yeah. I mean, here's the deal. I'll probably go back next year.
Just do the day or what?
Probably go Friday after work. I don't know. I'm probably not going to do all the stuff. But, we'll see how things go. And honestly, Wes had a great time. Which he was really nervous about, and wasn't really sure he wanted to come. And again, sobriety is a big thing for him, right? Keeping that, and that weekend is a weekend that has always been known for me and Wes as a weekend where there's a lot of drinking back in the day, and you're only at the bars. But what's cool is there's other people now, like I think he said like D'Lo and like Ron, none of them were drinking, but they were out. So he kind of stayed with those guys, and he ended up having a great time. And yeah, man, like, he missed you guys. He super was bummed that you two didn't come down. He wanted to see you guys.
Wow, I mean that's real nice of Wes. Obviously I missed seeing him that weekend. I worked at the bar that Saturday, so I made some money myself. So I ain't gonna be too hurt about missing it. But obviously it's always good to see Wes and Jerry's obviously been incredibly kind to all of us. I mean, obviously even last year, just I can't say enough. I completely fucking dogged the audio for their Briscoe and Bradshaw podcast. I tried my best.
They never said anything.
I mean, I listened back to it and I could hear all the fucking problems, but that's just me. I'm sure everybody who's probably has watched it,
and I doubt they
audio.
Hear that.
Like it's really hard in a gymnasium like that at the museum, but
Dude,
for me, that's all I know what we can do.
Yeah,
but we have good or better conditions.
Fucking little gym is so crazy.
It's so tough, and obviously you guys know my system's not built for that kind of stuff either. But
no system is in that kind of room because it's just all fucking echo and reverb. There's you can't beat it. They need so much more padding in there if they want to cut that.
$300 of acoustic paneling in the ceiling, and they'd be fucking fine.
Yeah, but
it's $300. But
maybe, and I don't mean to be a dick, but maybe you could donate it.
You know what they did do this year?
Yeah, if I could braid it every single ceiling tile, acoustic tile with the 2 count logo, I will do it that way.
So
there's no reason you can't.
Something they did this year, different than last, is the majority of everything happened at the convention center. They were not in the actual museum a lot this time around.
That's a good idea.
And I think
we've said that the last couple of years though too. Like you need
to
yeah.
And I think they finally realized it was getting too cramped. And from the sound of it, everything went really well with it all being in the convention center. So
absolutely,
maybe that's maybe that's up. I will tell you this too. Just another thing is like, I think it was Joe that asked the waitress to take that picture. And obviously as soon as he gets the phone, like everyone at the table is like, "Oh, make sure you send it to me. Make sure you text it to me. Make sure you text it to me." So he's sitting there texting it to everybody. Again, I kept my mouth shut. I am not in no place to be like, "Hey, Joe." And in fact, the reason I sent that so late to you guys, because that's when I got it. I never asked for the picture. Jerry, out of nowhere, just texted to me and said, "I thought you might want this." I was like, "You motherfucker, you have no idea."
Asar has like 5 prints and 3 of them are framed. So the other 2 are going to be his Christmas cards.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is definitely something that I probably will print out and put somewhere just because it's like, and I'm sure those guys will be like, "You're a fucking idiot, dude. We don't even know you that well." But it's like, but that is the other thing. I went and talked to all of them after. Not JBL so much because I feel like he's not a man of many words with myself, but still very cordial and just was like, "Hey, it was really nice to see you again. Hey, yeah, you too. Take care." But then like I went up to Ron, like again, it was a weird introduction. Here's who I am, blah blah blah. Very good to meet you. It's an honor. You're a fucking legend. watched you, like, oh man, it was good to meet you. Thanks for joining us for lunch. Joe, as always, is Joe. We love Joe. And then same with D'Lo. I was like, hey, I don't think I was ever properly introduced to you, but like, I used to do the show at Wes, and I'm very good friends with him and Jerry, and kind of like family now. Like, thank you for letting me be at that table today. And he's just like, no, we had a good time. Thank you. It was good to meet you. Like, they're all. It was. I made sure to make sure they knew I wasn't just some fucking weirdo, like some fucking like Make-A-Wish kid Wes found and brought to their lunch or some shit. You know what I mean?
To be fair,
there is
Make-A-Wish adult. Sorry. But and then again, we didn't have the picture, and I haven't even really talked about it. But like, I so fucking wish you were there, JR, because when we walked in and we started setting Wes's shit up, and I looked and saw that Medusa's 8x10s were out right at the table next to us, and her name was there, and I was like, oh, fucking JR would be in heaven. He loves Medusa, and she fucking like never showed up for the longest time. She came in third or fourth match in, like it was about to end and they were about to take intermission, and that's when she showed up.
Oh wow.
And she like sat down, just comes through the little curtain, sits down. I'm just sitting there. Wes is in the locker room, so I'm just there. Like, oh, I'll sit down. I'm just like, oh, hi. I'm like, my name's Ace. I'm friends with the Briscoes. You're a fucking legend. Just wanted to say that. It's good to meet you. And she's like, oh, yeah. Oh, thanks. And she was like, so what's going on here? And I'm like, well, like, I think intermission's next. She's like, it's the women's match. I'm like, no, I don't. And she's like, when is the women's match? And I go, I have no clue. I go, I just know intermission is after this match. That's all I know. Okay. Well, I better hang on, I gotta go. And so she like leaves again. And now and this whole time, people have been asking where she is. Yeah. Like, fans are asking me, like, is Medusa coming? I'm like, I don't know. Her pictures are here. I assume she's gone. I haven't seen her, though. Well, then, like, she comes in. A few people do see her. So now when she disappeared again, they're like, where'd she go? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm assuming she's coming back. I don't know. Whatever.
She's going to go drop titles in fucking garbage cans. What do you want from me? I don't know.
So intermission happens. It comes back. The women's match starts, and she comes back up and starts talking to me about like, yeah, they want me to watch this women's match. And I'm like, cool, yeah, let's check. I go, yeah, I know Frankie, I know Kelsey. They're both great talents. I don't know this one. I've never seen her before, but fucking tall like you guys, like taller maybe than both of you. Just this girl, like, and it's so she's with Attila, whatever his name is from.
Oh yeah.
So same like thing. Whereas like the veil comes out, but like super, like she towered over Frankie and Kelsey. It was actually pretty fucking impressive. I was like, damn. So they had, I think Herb had asked like, hey, can you watch the girls and can you specifically watch her? Give her points. She's new, really good for where she's at. And like people were coming up and like Medusa, and she's like, hi. She's like, yeah, you guys come back like after the show. Like I'm trying to watch. So like 2 minutes later, she just goes back because she wants to watch this women's match. Well, then like she comes back. She's sitting there now, and there's maybe like during like, I don't know, for like the last 3 matches, she's sitting there. And again, there's people constantly trickling over to be like, oh, Medusa's here. And like one guy specifically who was just drunk, and he's just like, I love you. I love you so much. And like, we came here for you. Like all this shit. And the whole time she's like, oh, it's so nice. Please come after the show. Like, I want to watch them. I don't want to take away from the talent in the ring. I want to also watch them. And it's their time, so like come here after the show, and I'll do the autographs, and we'll do merch and everything. And like it got to a point though that like people weren't, so like as people were walking up, she kind of would like start. So I was just like, hey everybody, just come back after the show. She's just here to watch right now. Just please leave her alone. And she like right away, she's like, hey, fuck yeah, thanks. I was like, yeah, no worries.
Yeah. They don't want to be the bad guy in that situation.
Well, that's just it. I was like, let me be the bad guy. Like, you don't have to be. I'll do it.
I know that year that they had Trish Stratus there too. That and she kind of came in I think it was Bryce Jordan's match that she came in.
She watched a couple. Yeah, she was super dope.
And she was just trying to watch. She was not trying to engage with fans. But it's the same thing, right? You don't want to come off as the bad guy when you are trying to sell merch. Realistically, you kind of need somebody like you just stepping in there and be like, hey, guys.
And it's not the first time I've done this for people, like Wes and guys. So no. Well, so then after that, now we're homies. Now we're talking the whole time and we're laughing and it was just a fucking cool fucking hour and a half of me just hanging out with fucking Medusa. And then the show ends, so right away I know everybody's gonna come fucking piling over because she hadn't been out the whole time. So right away I was like, hey, can I get a picture with you real quick, Medusa? She's like, fuck yeah, real quick. So we took the picture quick, and then Wes is still changing shit, so I'm still sitting there with all his shit, and people are coming up and she's helping him, and one guy's like, I don't have any, I only have $30 cash left, I don't have it, and she's just like, oh well, I'm like, there's an ATM in the lobby. And he's like, oh okay, and he starts wide. She's like, hell yeah, thanks. I was like, you gotta make that money, right?
That's exactly
so. No, Medusa was a freaking sweet, and I don't know if you guys go to her Instagram and look at the 1 or 2 posts she made from that weekend, she had 4 pictures, and one of them is just her and I sitting there, and she did the selfie, and I'm just like, hey, so that's also crazy. I'm on Medusa's social media on just a fucking regular post from her all of it.
So when are you gonna start working for SICW, by the way? What the fuck?
First of all, I'm sure they have their own guy. I don't know who it is because Chad obviously does the Hall of Fame show, so Chad was announcing.
Yep.
But I mean, again, dude, yeah, like I said, Herb did a fantastic job, and he did bring a really good amount. Maddie Starr was there. AJ Smooth was there. Ethan Everhart was there. Bryce Jordan was there. Frankie J was there. Kelsey Magnolia was there.
James Jeffries was there, right?
Obviously, James Jeffries was there, yes.
Death Dealer, did he make an appearance?
I don't remember Death Dealer being there. Joey JoJo was there refereeing some of our matches. It was a well balanced. It was what we wanted, as opposed to the worry of he's not going to book any of these kids that deserve to be there because they've been there years before. They bust their ass all year to be on that show because that was the big show of the year. Things may be changing as the landscape of Iowa and Midwest Pro Wrestling is changing, and there's just a lot more going on now. And let's be honest, APW is putting on quality shows. Madhouse is putting on quality shows. Social X is putting on quality shows. CW is putting quality shows. 3X is putting quality shows. Impact's putting quality shows. You get into Minnesota, First Wrestling's putting on quality shows. You know what I mean? Time Bomb, fucking Ironheart, or MAW.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all the amount of wrestling right now is just insane, to the point that it's dude, there's shows I want to go to, and I know I'm not going to get to go to. I kind of wanted to go to the Bauhaus show, and then after the Nerdy stuff, it's well, if he was going to be there, and I knew for sure I'd love to go. But also, not even just for that, I want to get to a first show just to see Darren again, and to see Badger again, because it's been so long. I only get to see him when they're on our Madhouse shows. So,
if you want to hear something really kind of funny, by the way, I was just told about this.
I saw that Luchas and Laughs.
That's very cool. That's very, very cool that Darren Corbin's going to be out there. Unfortunately, August 22nd, I think we'll talk about it after the show, but we all might be in Iowa. That night.
We'll be in Iowa. Ricky, tell him, be like, hey, Ace from Madhouse and 2 Count. Those are our homies. He'll love you.
But if anybody is in the Twin Cities area and is interested in this, so tomorrow is Minnesota United's first League Cup match.
I saw that.
There is going to be a Lucha Libre show in the fucking quad or in the front lawn.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah. First
put on by First Wrestling tomorrow. It's going to be insane. I think I might have to fucking host trivia tomorrow, which I'm not excited about now. I would not rather go and watch that.
I saw them post, and I was like, ooh, And then I was like, oh, that's tomorrow and I work, so never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that. That looked dope. But that's just it. There's so much, dude. The taste shows at the Taste of Minnesota this year looked awesome.
Oh, there it looked fantastic.
And we know Eric Cannon. There's a reason First is one of the best in Minnesota and one of the best in the Midwest. There's just a reason, and that's because Eric Cannon knows what the hell he's doing, and he puts on quality shows with a quality locker room, and you're not going to find that at a lot of the other places going on. So again, Mall of America coming up. We went to the first one they did when they were back there, and it was amazing. And I'd love to go back again. It's just so hard because we'll be at Bridge City Slam doing our thing that same night. But I mean, it's just so much good stuff going on. And August 22nd, if you are going to that show, definitely go talk to Darren. Be like, hey, I'm friends with Ace, JR, Top Shelf, Two Count Crew, Madhouse.
Yeah, Ricky, send me your address. I will get the stuff in the mail, your shirt, your flag. Wear it that night. I swear to God, he'll probably come up to you directly, like, I know the fucking guys.
And then he doesn't, and then
I know. I'm just.
And then she's gonna be like, I don't know. I asked him about the 2 count and put it at the shirt, and he was like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
He probably would just be that guy.
And then I'm gonna fucking message him very angrily and be like, what the fuck, bro? No, it's dude. But also the 22nd, as cool as it would have been if we could have made that trip work out and go out to Colorado and check that out, because I think that's something we should do at some point. We should go see Erica, Jason, and we should go to one of these Lucha Laugh shows, because
we have to go so we know how to do it, steal it, and do it here.
Exactly.
That's actually,
yep. No, that's 100% true.
Yeah.
We'll just call it like audience fan tell you some jokes in wrestling.
Yep. But so eventually we are going to make our way up there and see you guys and go to one of those shows, and it's going to be a fun little 2 count trip. Maybe we'll even talk Whitney in the coming. But I don't know how much more we have to talk about. One thing I will ask before we do any promoting. Oh, go ahead, JR.
I was going to say, let's do a little quick side bar here. So, have you guys watched Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
That's exactly what I was going to bring up.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. I watched it on Friday when it came out. Yep.
Oh my God! Holy and I don't want to ruin stuff.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, Jason, but we're gonna try.
Oh, don't worry.
Ricky's saying open invite for sure. Yeah, we'll have to figure this out. Yeah, we know we gotta make 2 count trips all over the fucking country now.
Well, yes.
Ooh,
God,
probably not. But Whitney does live fairly close, but she's
but she doesn't do AEW.
She's not an AEW.
I know.
God, that's when is that?
I want to September. No.
See, that's what's hard. Is like so many things happen that are close, but then
once you hit fall, it's incredibly hard.
Well, we're booked, me and Tom are booked a lot. I'm booked even more.
Has comedy, and actually,
and JR's doing comedy, and he's fucking living like a great team.
Plus, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm almost dead.
Yeah.
By the time the weekend comes.
Yeah, I think October. I think I have. Is that the Madhouse show in Des Moines?
No, the Madhouse show in Des Moines. Well, maybe. Yes, I think that actually is. Maybe. The fucking problems.
I know, dude. Eventually,
everybody, the biz.
Get back to some of this shit, but Happy Gilmore 2.
Bad Bunny steals the show.
He's hilarious, dude. He's good at everything. He's good at music. He's good at wrestling. He's good at acting.
Oh my God, how impressive was that?
Have you seen Bullet Train with Brad Pitt? Because he's in that too, and he was.
Oh, he is. I tried to watch Bullet Train, and I think I fell asleep.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but he's in it. He's good in it.
Becky Lynch was in it also.
Yeah.
I fucking popped when I saw Becky. I'm like, it's fucking Becky Lynch. I'm watching it by myself. Like, why? I don't need to say this shit out loud.
Did you see who her caddy was? Becky Lynch's caddy. It was Nikki Bella.
No shit, really?
Oh, what?
You guys didn't realize that? Yeah.
No,
I think she actually had some lines, but they cut her shit out.
That doesn't surprise me. It was already a pretty long movie as it was.
It was 2 hours.
Yeah. I did appreciate all the the novelty of it, and the nostalgia stuff ingrained in it. It got weird at the end.
What I like is that I don't. After watching it, it definitely wasn't something they made that it's like this is gonna be one of the greatest movies ever.
No.
Like they made this and they're literally like, this is just for the people who loved the first movie.
Exactly.
Which happened to be, was it 45 million streams in 3 days?
Yes.
The biggest movie premiere Netflix has ever had to date.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty you knew that was going to be big because I mean, this literally, and I've said this before to a lot of people. When I was hanging out with guys back in high school, when we would like be on like a Wednesday night after a youth group, we'd all find somebody's house to go to watch Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Tommy Boy, or Dumb and Dumber. Like those were the 4 on rotation. Literally 1 week a month is one of those, and then eventually like Austin Powers or sometimes Black Sheep, who we just really wanted to see like a worse version of Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
it was, yeah.
It was as good as the first one?
Oh, hell no.
Certainly not. But it was, as you said, this trip down nostalgia road where I didn't need a great story. I didn't need all of the stuff. I loved the nods. I loved the tall, goofy fucker that was Richard Kyle's son. I mean, all of that stuff.
Eminem was the son of the jackass guy.
Yeah. I mean, all of that stuff was so awesome. And just the whole thing made me smile.
But I like, too, that, especially like someone like Tom and I, not saying you're not, but obviously Tom and I are very much into golf right now in this stage in our life.
Yeah.
And watch PGA. So to see all the fucking pros in it and knowing how much they were like the Will Zalatoris shit, where he's just like, of course I didn't stop hating you. Like, and then at the end it's choking his caddy. It's fine. It's so good, dude. It is so good. And like you said, Bad Bunny was great. That dude that played his cousin who's on SNL, that other dude, what's his name? That guy, even that fucking, what is it? Fernando is his name on the SNL character. He said, it's me, Fernando. Like, dude, that dude's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
So fucking funny. He was so funny in that shit.
DeChambeau in the jail. Yeah, I'll stay here.
Oh, that was Scheffler.
Because when he got arrested, he goes, "Not this again."
Not again.
I get confused. Sorry.
No,
DeChambeau actually has a round of golf out that he just released yesterday, though, with Sandler.
I started watching. I got through the first 3 holes, and I realized, like, fuck, it is midnight. I got.
Oh, it's like an hour and a half long. Yeah, it's good though. I watched it. I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Ooh, we got some Victor Payne in the house.
Victor Payne,
baby.
Yeah, dude. I thoroughly, like I said, it wasn't. I didn't go into it with hopes of like this thing's going to be like a quality movie, but it did what it needed to do.
Yeah,
it paid respects to the first one while keeping the. What I'm interested to know is they've said that they had to rewrite everything after Carl Withers died.
Yeah,
he was supposed to be back in it. I would have loved to seen how Chubbs played into all that.
Well, so it was going to be like a dream sequence because Lavelle Crawford, and you got kind of a glimpse of this, by the way. Lavelle Crawford at the putt-putt, he was supposed to hate. Like I saw a little article about this from Adam Sandler, like what he said about this. It was supposed to be Lavelle Crawford's character was literally adamant about hating. He was basically supposed to be the new Shooter McGavin in the movie, where just all this hatred towards Happy Gilmore because he killed his father, took him away from him, all this other stuff, and again, maybe in the irony from the first movie, because we all forget that Happy's dad takes a puck to the head and dies before the fucking movie really begins. So, like, it's kind of poetic, if you will, in a sense that.
Well, and in the first movie, he even says it. He's like, anyone I get close to dies. He's like, if I were you, I'd run away.
Right, exactly. So,
and then this movie starts out with him hitting his wife in the face.
I know, right? Like, so again, I'm sure a lot of people have fucking seen it. If you're a fan of Happy Gilmore,
fucking spoiler alert. My bad, everybody.
No, but I mean, honestly, you're not really spoiling because there's a lot of people who just don't really know how it plays into him being you know, because like all the trailers were always showing him in this like little shanty house and shit like
Yeah,
that. So,
no
like,
one
you
knew
have
the
to kind of
story.
figure, hey,
It
What's
gave
that?
no clue. It gave none of the trailers gave any clue to what the actual story
Yeah.
was going to be.
well, a couple of them did as far as like trying to raise the money kind of thing. Like not,
But
but,
but no one. But yeah, but no. You know, the twist of how he kills Virginia. Like I didn't see it. Like I knew she was in it, so I was just like, oh, cool, they're still together. Like she's going to be a part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Not dies in the first 10 minutes because he fucking sliced it. And then also because we brought up a lot of other names so far, especially the wrestling ones, but like fucking MJF
Crushed it.
Yeah.
All those boys crushed it.
Yeah. I will say this, by the way. So, if you didn't see him, and obviously, the golf pro stuff. So, one of the State Asylum panelists or councils members, right?
My girl,
Nelly
Corda.
Corda. So, looking fine as hell. The Dick's Sporting Goods attendant,
Paige Spearneck.
Yep. And then,
Charlie Hull was the owner of the Putt Putt.
Yes, that was great too. And even Lavelle Crawford, whatever about your fine ass. I'm like,
fine ass Brit.
And then also Kelsey Plum was the attendant at the local golf course and all that. So, WNBA star Kelsey Plum, and by star I mean somebody who plays in the NBA, WNBA.
There's only one star. You didn't know that?
I know Kelsey Plum.
No. There's only one WNBA star.
Caitlin
Clark. Yeah, I know. We get some Iowa people here. I've been told multiple times that there's only one reason to watch the WNBA, and I think they realize now that she has a new teammate. So there's a lot of people who are now on the Sophie Cunningham bandwagon. So,
oh yeah, when that pretty girl started throwing fists, people became fans. Hard.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. An attractive blonde that can also stand up for herself. Yes, please. Mm-hmm. I will take a real life Charlotte Flair. But
all of those guys golfing with him was hilarious too. And John Daly, Jesus God.
Yeah,
Eric Daly was great.
Yeah, but did you see what the attendants at the shack at the golf course were watching? By the way, I didn't catch it really.
Yeah, it was Cameron Boyce. It was Jesse from Disney. But
yes.
That's the thing about Sandler. He even said that he says it in the Shambo video is that like he will always try to tie things from previous movies in the current ones, and he does that so many times. But I mean dude, they did 2 grown-ups. I mean, that kid, and he tells a story about him in that golf video, Tom, that you probably haven't gotten to.
I have not.
That like just shows how like that kid really understood like the better for the movie, and because they started talking about lines, and he's like, who came up with chocolate you wasted? And he was like, well, Cameron said it. And he's like, and I was just like, dude, that's so good. It's so funny. But he's like, but I told him like, but I think your little sister should say it. And he was like, no, he was totally like, yeah, no, dude. And then when it was done, he was so gracious. He understood it was going to hit harder with her. Like, I mean, I can't remember what movie it was that like he had made right when that Cameron kid died. Because there was a thing at the end.
Herbie Halloween or something.
It is, yeah, Hubie Halloween.
Hubie, yes.
Which actually had a good chunk of Happy Gilmore people in it because Virginia Bennett is his love interest in that movie too.
Julie Bowden, yeah.
Julie Bowden.
No, I'll say this though too about all the little extra stuff here and there. Also, I think it's great that Adam Sandler used both of his daughters and his wife in this movie as well. I mean, his wife's been in a bunch of movies too, but
they're actually
both of his daughters as well was.
If fantastic. You watch, they are in almost every movie he's done since they were born.
Yeah.
As they've gotten older,
but
they're actually as they've gotten older, they're getting actual roles. But they've been in like every movie, and one of the Netflix
and they crushed
movies,
both parts.
Yeah. Oh, they're great. It was a funny movie, dude.
But that's one of the things about him. Not only his family, everybody that's ever done anything with him, he gets everybody paid on everything he does, which is, if you think about it, pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, dude. And he moved to Europe. I'm just like, that's a tell.
Yeah, dude. It was good. And Shooter was fucking
Dude, Chris McDonald he's
killed it again. You know the one thing I wish they could have pulled off, and I would love to know what
demonic dad.
I would love to know. Oh no,
No flow.
it comes and goes.
No, well, hold on now. No, so you're saying, hold on, I gotta find the picture here real quick. I know it's still out there because no one takes down a sign of Tom. Right there. There it is.
Oh, you're an idiot. Just stop, Tom. I got it. You're good. Talk.
I was looking for it.
I know, but I put it up and then you shut it.
All right, fair enough. But yeah, the flow, man. Oh, that lovely flow of his. I was going to show this when Steven Person started talking about fans coming to shows with signs. I was like, no one else on that Madhouse show had a sign. Me. And I wasn't even on the fucking show. But demonic dad, that's not necessarily terrible news, because he can grow a better one. Cut it off right now. That's hot. I ain't gonna lie. It's a hard haircut to have when it gets so fucking hot and humid, man.
That's a hockey season haircut.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. Like that's a hockey season haircut. So, but yeah, what I was gonna say is, and I want to know what the phone calls were like, because I'm sure there was an attempt, but I would have loved to seen Tiger get it.
They did pay homage as far as his.
They did
stuff.
They did, but I would have loved to seen him, and he didn't have to be golfing or anything. But like, I would have loved to seen him in a role where like maybe he goes to him.
You'd have been sitting with the old guys.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But dude, yeah, that shit. Fucking was it Shoffley or who was it? They kept doing that's what she said.
Well, listen, Max Chill has my endorsement all the time because, I'm going to adopt him one of these days, and he's going to change his name from Max Chill to Max Chillstrom, and we'll be fine. So the tag team works.
I will say this. I'd probably go Gable over Max. Don't tell him I said that.
Jeez Louise, man, alive.
If you had to pick between those two now that they're broken up, all I know is when those two finally get a chance to get face-to-face in that ring,
it ain't going to be pretty.
It is going to be a fucking war.
It will be. Yeah, because the breakup of Chillaleo.
That team, Chillaleo, ran so deep and so long.
That was in the blood, baby.
So who gets to keep Hose mad, I wonder?
Ooh.
Well, I know Gable's already done with it.
Yeah, I don't know if Max will either, because that was pretty special to the tag team, man.
Yeah, I think. But maybe someday they get back together. It makes it that much more special when you hear that song hit. But I don't know what's happening. I don't know the card for Adventureland in September. I don't know the full card for November. All I know is you're going to see those two face to face in a Madhouse ring before the year is done, and it's going to be a grudge match. So, but let's get into this real quick and get out of here. What do you say, boys?
Yes, I agree.
This weekend, there's a lot of stuff going on, obviously. Tom, are you going to be in Algona?
I got to reach out to Jason Prentice about that. Right now, I don't necessarily want to go down to Algona if it's just, a couple hours show. Because he even said that there's not much going on. I don't know if they're going to have, I think they are going to have music, but he literally could just get one of the phones he uses and do everything that we already do. So he doesn't really need any of the extra help, I don't think. So we'll see. I'm going to reach out to him, though, and just see what he wants or what he's thinking. It might not be him trying to pay me to go down there either. So
shout out to my boy Joey Rotten. He's taking over the ring hosting duties that night since I will be in Delta, Iowa again. Central Empire Wrestling returns to
general manager.
Dome. That's right. I got fucking business to attend to.
Now, do we call you Mr. Ace or Mr. Big Ace?
Nah, you call me whatever you want.
Dickhead? Okay.
Sure. $20 online, $25 at the door. Get your tickets. Dude, this is gonna be great. Like I said, we got CW champ Jared Thumb teaming with CW. He embodies this company. It's his company. Austin Bayless, Steve Shetler, and they're taking on Rory Fox, Donnie Pepper Cricket, and the Iceman. Some other cool matches going on that night. What else we got? We got Kelsey Magnolia. Just saw her at Hall of Fame taking on Sage Hell. We know that's going to be a battle. We got Brian Gott taking on Saint, our friend Damian Saint. So that's always that's a grudge match too, actually, down in CW. That's gonna get nasty.
Yes,
and of course, 319 taking on that new tag team of Jimmy Wild and Bryce Jordan called MILF. It's gonna be fun. So again, Algona, APW, Kasuth County Fairgrounds, free show. I think it's a 2:00 bell time.
it is a 2:00 bell time. The big sell on that one is it is for the APW Heavyweight Championship. Shank is going to take on Death Dealer right there at the Kasuth County Fairgrounds. So
there it is.
That main event, man.
Make sure you check it out, and it's free again.
Free show right there,
Algona, Iowa. Check it out. You can't. We had a free show down in Algona a couple weeks ago, and I'll tell you what, Algona showed the fuck up. So I hope they do it again this Saturday.
Did.
And again, Delta, Iowa, come see me, CEW, and the crew. We're going to have a good old time in Delta, Iowa. August 23rd. It's rapidly approaching. Pro wrestling benefit in memory of Hudson Hadley for the Hadley family. Convergence. Heroes for Hudson. It's all for Hudson. We know that this show's stacked. Get your tickets, but I'll tell you what, guys, we got a special treat today, and I don't know if y'all saw this.
The first two matches.
Shank better not fucking lose this weekend. That's all I'm saying, because he's already being
promoted.
He's already being advertised as putting that title on the line in a few weeks. Absolute Pro Wrestling Championship up for grabs. Shank taking on the Untamed Lion, Leo Santel.
Hell of a match.
It's going to be one of the biggest matches of the night. Obviously, we all know that everything is for Ryan, a.k.a. Leo Santel, and his family. So not only is it a big night for him and his family, where we're going to honor his family and his son and raise some money to get them through their hard financial times, because you guys wouldn't imagine how much it costs when you lose a person, a baby.
Correct.
And also, he now has a shot at the APW title. So that's huge. And then the next one, this was just announced hours ago. The 3X Wrestling Championship up for grabs. KJ Orso, you may also remember him as Fuego del Sol from AEW, putting the title on the line against the Wild Man, Ethan Everhart, the King of the Galaxy. I don't know which one. Galileo. And
the King of the Cosmos. The King of the Cosmos.
The Dirt Dog himself, fucking Jimmy Wild. These are 4 very capable wrestlers. I'm going to just say that.
All former champions.
All former champions. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, a fatal 4-way with these guys is going to bring that fucking house down. We have confirmation that we are in the big fancy room at the brew hall there, the brewery. This thing is going to sell out. I promise everyone, this thing's going to sell out. Do not miss it. Very special live pre-show podcast happening as well, with the 2 count shotgun. It's the fucking three fucking A. It's the fucking 3 amigos. I'll tell you what.
What's that?
Oh, the light fell over.
Damn. It all goes to shit.
No, it's like the 3 amigos, dude. Like, we're doing. Yes. There's gonna be a little live pre-show stream going on August 23rd, and that's gonna involve our boys Card Subject to Change, Shotgun Radio, and these guys. Well, us.
Yeah, we're going to figure out details. We don't know exactly how many people from the 2 count will be on that show for that one, because Ace has a lot of work that day. I'm going to have some work to do. We don't know exactly how commentary and all the other stuff is going to work between all the promotions, but we're going to work out a lot of those finer details as we go along. But, dude, the 23rd is going to be a hell of a day no matter what. One, if you guys weren't aware, there is gifts have been given for the silent auction directly from Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch as well. There's a signed title belt, the World Heavyweight Championship signed by Ric Flair and Chris Jericho on that belt as well. We know Whitney's giving up some stuff. I'm planning on at least donating a couple things that might be worth something to somebody. So, but again, I have a never used, but from the very first show, Madhouse Wrestling Turnbuckle. I'm looking at right now. So.
I think people will like this, so I'm going to give it up. But, and I think I showed this, right? My NXT. Did I show it live on the show?
The
Though?
NXT poster.
So.
I think I just showed you guys.
Yeah.
Dude. So this is New Orleans. This was WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. Victor Payne, crash the fucking podcast. Do it, dude.
This was an NXT promotional poster they were giving out at Fan Access during WrestleMania 30. And I mean, I'm gonna read you the names. I'll show it to you too, but I'm gonna read you the names that's on this, right? And again, NXT, like early NXT. Charlotte Flair, Bo Dallas, Aiden English, Mojo Rawley, Darren Corbin, Mason Wright, Darren Corbin,
Baron.
Oh, I honestly can't read because it's so tiny. It looked like a D. Again, I have refused to get classes, and it's starting to haunt me. Rusev, Corey Graves, Lana, The Ascension, Alexa Bliss, Ty Dillinger, Colin Cassidy, Tyler Breeze, Sasha Banks, CJ Parker, Emma, Sami Zayn, Bailey, Adam Rose, Adrian Neville, and Paige.
Jeez,
and what's cool is on the back, it like has all their shit listed, like stats and stuff. And then this is the front. And if you look real closely, guys, it is signed by Adrian Neville and Paige.
Ah.
That's fantastic.
Also, two things that might be harder to get now because they don't typically sign. I don't know. I'm sure Paige signs Paige, but I don't know about Neville if he really signs that a lot. But also, the poster itself is what's something you're probably not going to find a lot because this was literally being given out at Fan Access while they were doing matches the very first night of WrestleMania Week 30 New Orleans. So this is I actually meant to buy Paige's shirt that night. They had just came out with it. This is also the weekend that she ends up winning on Raw from AJ and becomes double champ. I have a picture of her and I where we're both like this. And it was because I get to access that night and I hit every fucking merch booth and not one of them had her fucking shirt. It was her very first shirt with WWE. And I was like, they literally released the shit like 2 weeks ago. Where the fuck? How do you not have it here? Not the Superstore, not any of the fucking booths inside Access. So when I get it's her and Neville are together signing, which I kind of brushed Neville off. Like I was just kind of like, hey man, cool. I'm here to see her. No, he was super cool though. I literally told her, I'm just like, the only fucking shirt I came to buy this week was yours, and it's nowhere to be found. And she's like, go fucking believe it? They don't have my shirt here. It's crazy. And they fucking Fan Access person work and took the picture where we're both like this. I will, till I die, I will say Saraya. Fucking one of the nicest people I've ever met in wrestling. She was so kind. In that setting at a Fan Access, if you've been to one, you know that they're moving the herd, right? You don't get time. And she was one of the only ones that legit conversated with me for a few minutes while we could. And it's just a sweetheart. So, but yeah, I'm going to give that up. And I didn't want to for a long time because I was like, dude, this poster is hard to find. This is some of the heaviest hitters in wrestling right now. This is their beginning on this poster. So
you gotta find like a plastic sleeve to carry
it is in one. It is in one. It just doesn't go. It misses like a half quarter inch. I'm giving up my Kelly card too.
Oh man, there's gonna be some lucky young man probably. It's gonna be some dude who buys that one, I'm sure. But I did see some of the other posters and signed autographs that are available. I know Sasha Banks, a 8x10 of her, several other things as well. So Jake the Snake, you weren't gonna part with that for a long time, man. That's a pretty damn big one.
It is, but the more I thought about it, I'd rather help our friend.
Correct.
And I will forever have the memory of like running sound for his comedy show and like spending time with Jake.
Right.
And legitimately smoking a cigarette behind the Gumston County Fairgrounds Graham Arena and like having like a 20-30 minute smoke break with him, just him and I out back. And I'll tell you what, like that dude was crazy because I think he was a year, maybe 2 into being the DDP life. And that's when he was telling me about how he still didn't have a driver's license. And I was just like, really? And he's like, oh, I don't want one. Like, all right, cool, man. I mean, if you don't want to get around, he's like, if I have a fucking driver's license, he's like, first thing I'm going to do is get in that car and drive to where I can get drunk and high. So I'm never going to have a driver's license again. And I was just like, fuck. Good for you, brother.
Know
Like,
thyself, man. Know thyself.
you know, and in that Jake voice too, you know what I mean? Like,
Kid, get
was-
in the car, kid.
so like to me, dude, like
Go
I have
down to smokes.
those stories. You know what I mean? I have stories like this. Like I don't need the autographs.
That's
I'll
fair, man.
I'll give that shit up for that. Except the Taker one. That one ain't coming off my wall.
Yeah,
Not
that's
yet,
good.
at least.
All right, everybody, go watch wrestling this weekend. Go see Ace. Please go see Ace at the old Delta Dome. And if Tom's doing trivia, go watch him and leave me the fuck alone. We will see you.
Yeah, fuck alone.
Yeah, whatever. We will see you all again next week. Again, thanks to Steven Person for coming
Fuck
on
yeah.
with us.
Fucking
And we'll
man
look forward
right
to
there.
having him again. Those are
The
great
man.
stories. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.